Hey, what's good YouTube? It's your girl Kinky, and you know I'm back with another video. So as you can see by the setting, I had started this thing where I was sitting in my bed to do story times, and then like I just stopped. So really the main reason why I'm sitting right here is because like this is the only part of my room that's like still put together. I took everything off my walls except for this one big picture right here because I packed everything up, and the big picture I did not pack up. So I did not take it off the wall. Well, I will not be packing up, shall I say, because there's no point in putting that big picture in a box. But anyways, I'm rambling. So today, as you can read by the title, it will be the story time of the time I got scammed. Now I forgot all about this. I don't know how could I, because I was literally just so heartbroken that it happened to me. But I forgot all about this, but I saw a girl, I don't remember her name, but I saw a girl do a story time of the time she got scammed. And then after I watched that one, I watched another one and another one and another one. And I was like, oh my God, I could do my story time. These are really good. So I'm going to tell y'all the story time of the time I got scammed. So I have all of the receipts on my phone, and I'm going to be putting messages up here, and I'm going to just tell y'all the whole rundown. Alright, so go get you some popcorn. Go get you some candy, some whatever you need, like you at the movie theater. Go get you a plate of food if you just like want some home cooked food. Go get you something to snack on while you watch this video, because this is about to be crazy. Well, I don't know if I can say it's crazy, but it was crazy to me. It was a crazy experience. And y'all gonna be like, you really spent that much money? Yes, I know. Well, anyways, so I'm not gonna ramble on anymore. So I'm gonna just jump right into it. Okay, so, and I'm using everybody's real name. Everybody whose name I can remember, I'm using their real names because I got scammed. Why would I hide your identity? I don't want anybody else to get scammed by these people, so I'm not hiding identities. Do what you do with that what you please. Alright. So it all started off of May 2019. April 2019. Alright. So I was living in DC, as you all may know. But when my time was up with me getting my master's degree, I wanted to move back to Louisiana, but I did not. I knew for sure that I did not want to go back to Opelousas. At first, I always said I wanted to go back and teach at my old elementary school that I went to school at. But I realized, like, it's not all about the pay, but just, like, I wanted to make, like, enough money to do the things that I thought I deserved to be able to do after I put in all the work that I did in school. And with me working in Opelousas, like the pay for teachers is just way lower, and I can go an hour down the street and get paid way more. So it's me moving to Baton Rouge. So that's why I am now. I live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. If you don't know, I think I said that like in a couple videos before, but just to reiterate, I live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana now. But I'm from Opelousas, Louisiana. But I was moving from Washington, D.C., where I got my master's degree and then my first year teaching. So, I'm saying all that to say, because I was moving, I needed to get a job here in Baton Rouge. And, of course, you could do, like, phone interviews, but I wanted to make a bigger presence by showing up and actually doing an in-person interview. I thought that it would show principals that I really wanted the job and kind of help me get a job easier. So, on May 4th, 2019, they had a teacher job fair, but May 4th was a Saturday, or was it Friday? It was a Saturday. So that meant that Monday we still had school in DC. So I went down Saturday, and I was going to leave on the Sunday and just get back home in time for school. But when I went to book my flight, to leave on a Sunday was like $300 more than to leave on a Saturday. So I just booked my flight for a same day flight. So basically, I came in on Saturday, got there early in the morning, and I would be leaving Saturday night, right? Okay, well, because I was coming in and I hadn't seen like my mom and stuff for a long time, she wanted to come and see me. So she was gonna come to BR. So I was excited about that. And then on top of that, me and my friend Moesha, we got our dogs on that day. So we got Fendi and Nola. I talked about them in a video before, and I always talk about Fendi. Y'all seen him before. So that's the day that we got them. And because we were getting them on that day, I kind of was like, oh, bummer, because like my mama was gonna take care of Fendi while I was gone, but I wasn't coming back until like June 21st. That's when like I could leave and come back. School's gonna be over and teaching was gonna be over and all that stuff. But I was just like, I wanted to spend a little more time with my pup. So even after I booked the flight and paid, I'm like, oh, I gotta find a different way to like not have to leave and be able to spend time with my mom and my pup, and I could just leave on Sunday. But remember, my flight was supposed to leave on Saturday. That's the one I booked. So we were in this group, like we're Deltas, and we were in a group on GroupMe with Sigmas. Now I said that to say like a lot of Greek organizations get in groups together to like meet people on GroupMe, and so we got put into this group with a bunch of Sigmas. So it was Sigmas and Deltas, and in that group there was one dude, his name was Kevin. He's a Sigma and he's from like the Michigan area. His name is like Babyface Kev on Instagram. I'm gonna put it right here because he's part of the scheme too, so we're gonna expose him. So yes, so one of them was named Babyface Kevin, and he's from like the Michigan area. He's a Sigma, and he got in a group, I guess. I don't know because I wasn't in the group at first. He got in the group and he was talking about how he had someone with like Flight Connects, and the dude that he had with the Flight Connects, his name was Gary. Now Gary wasn't a Sigma, but he was friends of Kevin. So you would think like, okay, Kevin, you're a Sigma. Like, not saying that there ain't no like bad Sigmas, but like, why would you do that to us? Like, you know, like we just thought that we could trust him. So anyways, so when I said that I didn't want to leave until Sunday, Moesha was like, well, I know somebody that said they got Flight Connects and I think it's pretty legit. And what I'm thinking is that Gary worked for Delta, and so he could get the prices. He got like Sky Miles or something. So what he would do is use his Sky Miles to pay for a flight and charge you half the price. So basically he wasn't paying anything for the flight, and he would make half the price, and it would benefit you because you wouldn't pay for the whole price of the flight. Alright, so we got in contact with Gary, and Gary told us that the flight was going to be $285. Wow, I thought it was $250. But Gary told us that the flight was going to be $285. So we had been talking about the day I wanted the flight and stuff like that. And it was supposed to be for me to leave on Sunday. So I said, he FaceTime, hold on, I'm skipping something. He FaceTime my friend Moesha. And he was talking to her. He showed his face. It was his real number. So that's another thing that made us feel comfortable, because it's like, if he was a scammer, why would he show his real face, give us his real name, give us his real number? He had his real Instagram. He had pictures of his daughter all on the page. It was just like way too personal to be a scammer. Like, it's no way it's a scam. So to top it all off, what made me think he wasn't a scammer, when we was talking about the dates, he got confused with what date I wanted. So I sent him the money, the $285. And he was like, okay, your flight is booked for Sunday. I don't remember what day it was, but it was a week behind the Sunday that I wanted to leave. I was supposed to be leaving the Sunday of that weekend coming, and he booked it for the Sunday of the following weekend. So it was like, no, not that Sunday. She needed the other Sunday. He was like, well, I don't know if they have any flights that close. So he refunded me my money. I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to show y'all a picture on the screen. Now, remember, I told y'all this boy name was Gary. I know for sure his name was Gary. Why I go check my activity on Cash App for this video, and I go screenshot, why his name Rob? He changed his name to Rob. That's how I know he a scammer. So anyways, so he refunded me the $285 when I sent it to him, and he booked the wrong day, and I was like, no, not that day. So he refunded. He was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know if they have that date or whatever. So it was like, all right, man, bet. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna be able to spend time with my mama or Fendi or my friend like that I haven't seen in forever. So I was like, oh well, whatever. So then he looked, I guess, I don't remember how it happened, but he ended up looking again, and he was like, okay, you can send the $285. I can do it for that day. I found one for that day. So I sent the $285 again, which you will see on the thing. I sent it for flights, not feelings. I just put dumb stuff for what I was sending things for. Anyways, I sent it to him again. And then like about a couple minutes later or to an hour later, I don't remember how long it was between, but he sent me a flight confirmation. It had the number on there and everything. I wish I still had the screenshots of it, but I don't think I do. But he sent me like my confirmation and stuff. He sent everything, you know, that I needed to check in. He was like, just go to check in. I knew how to fly, so I knew to just go to the kiosk, check in, check my bag, blah blah blah. All right, so cool. That was it. We wasn't talking to Gary. We didn't have contact with Kevin. That was it. I went to Baton Rouge. My friend picked me up. I think I got there Friday night. I don't know if I got, yeah, I think I got there Friday night. I got there Friday night. And she picked me up from the airport. We went back to her place. She was going to LSU at the time, so she was staying like on campus. So we went back to her place, and she had an extra room, so I slept in that room, blah, blah, blah. Go to sleep, wake up, go to the job fair. It was great. The one principal that I really like felt like I connected with, I actually got that job, and I still work there now, so woohoo for me. That's another story. I'm no storyteller. It's Saturday now. I'm not leaving till Sunday, remember. So I was supposed to leave Saturday. After I left the job fair, I was supposed to leave, but I missed my flight because I had another ticket to leave on Sunday that I only paid $285 for. Remember, I was trying to save money in the end. And to book it myself, it would have been like $600. Because remember, he's charging me half off. Half. So $285 was half of what the flight would have been. So I was like, I'm booking through him. I could save money. Blase, blase. So it probably was like 1 o'clock when I left. After that, we go to PetSmart. We get some stuff for our dogs because we're getting dogs that day. Then we go and meet the lady with the dogs. We got our dogs, and then my mom made it to Baton Rouge. So she came and she spent a little time with us. She cooked for us. We got to play with our dogs. Fendi was being so timid, like he was so shy. He did not like to walk on the ground. When you put him down on the ground, he would just stand still and cry. And he did that for like his first 4 months of life. Like, he literally, you could not make him go outside to use the bathroom. And then my mom had to start putting his food outside to eat. We started looking up stuff. We thought maybe he was allergic to grass because he literally would cry when you put him on the ground. He hated it. But he loves outside now. He don't want to come back inside. But that's besides the point. Anyways, so got to spend a little time with Fendi. Then it was time for my mom to leave. So my mom left. She took Fendi. And I remember it's still Saturday, so it was time for me to go to sleep or whatever. We chilled, we hung out, then we finally went to sleep. Sunday, we woke up. My flight, I don't remember what time it was going to be at, but it was time for her to bring me to the airport. So she brings me to the airport, and this is where the story about to get juicy, y'all. So hold on to your wings. She brings me to the airport, but she waits outside to make sure everything okay, because we was joking like, when he jacked me and this don't work and blah blah blah. We just joking. We don't really believe this though. We really just making jokes. I get to the kiosk to check in, and it says you need to go to the desk. It's not letting me check in, sweetie. It's something I go to the desk, and I'm like, go to the desk for what? Like, I got the ticket. Go to the desk for what? So I tried again. I'm like, maybe I entered the wrong number. It says the same thing. I'm like, sweetie, I didn't enter the wrong number. I paid $285 for this ticket. Why it's not working? So I go to the lady and I give her my name. I give her my information, and she was like, well, your flight wasn't paid for. And I was like, my flight wasn't what? Hold on. Let me take off my lashes because I don't think I heard you clearly. Say that again. My flight wasn't what? Your flight wasn't paid for. It was paid for with the unauthorized card, so it was canceled. I instantly started crying. I'm like, what do I need to do? She was like, you need to call this, like, she gave me a number to call and talk to them or whatever. So I called them, and it was like, yeah, your car was paid, your flight was paid for with a car that was reported stolen. So we canceled it. Like, you need to pay it. So I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you're gonna need to pay for the flight to actually get on it. I'm like, no way, no fucking way. So the first thing I do is call what's the name again? Gary. I call Gary. Gary not answering the phone. Not answering the phone. I'm calling him. He not answering the phone. Next thing you know, he texts me. Who is this? So I said, I'm gonna read the messages to y'all, because sometimes like they don't be leaving a message up long enough for people to read on story time. So I'm gonna read it to y'all. I said, Kiara, the girl who booked the flight through you, they told me the flight wasn't paid for. What's going on? He said, who told you that? Delta? And they said that when you go to the check-in, Because I'm looking at your flight right now. If it wasn't paid for, your confirmation would have been canceled. So I don't see the problem. But I just got to work, so I'm glad you hit me up. I got you, hold on. Alright? He texted that back. And as you can see, he sent me a screenshot saying like my flight was about to leave at 6 o'clock. I needed to get to the gate. What is that showing me? Yeah, it's saying that, but they telling me. I'm telling you what they telling me. Asshole. Anyways, and that's his real number too. I don't know if he still has that number. It might have been a text-free number because I don't know the area code for Michigan. But if that is his number, y'all blow his phone up and tell him give me my fucking money back. He said like they just changed your gate and everything. I said yes. They said the card used was not an authorized card. And I said and that the money was refunded to that card. He said shouldn't even have been on a card on there. Your flight should have been paid for using flyer miles. Hold up. Like I told y'all, I thought he was using like his Delta Sky Miles. He said because I only use a card to pay for the remaining couple of dollars left after I apply all my miles to the flight. But don't worry, you're going to be on a flight soon. Don't worry about that. I said, she said something about an American Express card. He said, okay, thanks. I'm on there now looking at it because I did have my brother do that flight for me. Because after the first time I had already left because I thought you ain't want it no more. Remember I told y'all we did it once and he put the wrong date. So then we still just tried again and whatever. I don't remember how it happened, but I did it a second time. So that's why he said after the first time I thought you didn't want it no more. I'm hoping he didn't use a card to do it because that would have been dumb on his part. Or he just probably didn't remember you were somebody flying with me. But you're about to get home. What's your final destination again? How the fuck you don't know my final destination if you're looking at the flight, sir? Anyways, so then I said DCA. I said, will you be able to get me home today? I have work tomorrow. He said, okay, and yes, I got you. I just called my brother. I'm waiting for him to call me back because there's nothing I can do from work. You just said you glad I called you because you just got to work. Now it's nothing you can do from work. Why would you have your brother do something that's supposed to be you doing it? Now my shit fucked up and it's all on your brother that I don't even know who your brother is. Talking about some, it's nothing I can do from work, but I'm going to have him handle it. What's crazy is they saying they refunded it and it's not working, but they still informing me about the flight. You have now. I should have had you just use your boarding pass off the app. That makes things so much simpler. Because we getting you on the next flight. On him. If he did do that. Oh, he was saying like we getting you on the next flight on him. Saying like he gonna be the one to pay for it if he the one messed it up. I said it wouldn't give me a boarding pass from the app. I tried. It said I had to check in at the desk. I'm still getting updates on the flight as well. What does that mean? So then I didn't hear from him for a couple hours, and now I'm getting worried because I'm like, bruh, I was looking at the prices of the flights and they was like fucking $700 to go home. Well, it was like $5, and they only had like 5 left, and then some first class tickets. And I don't know about y'all, but I can't afford to ride in first class, sweetie. I'm a main cabin type of bitch, so it wasn't gonna work for me, sweetie. Oh my god, y'all, it's finally time for me to announce my winners of the giveaway. So remember, there's 2 winners, and once I announce your name on this video, after it goes up, you will have 48 hours to contact me via DM to claim your prize. If you don't, then I will take your name out of the contest and I will draw another person for your prize that you lost. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I did. So during the contest, I kept a list of names, long freaking list, back and front. I kept lists of names of the people entering the contest, and I wrote, every time you entered, I wrote your name down again. I kept a list, and if you notice, I was liking comments. That was for me to keep track of whose name I had already written, like the comment, to keep track. I already wrote that, so I liked it. If I did not like your comment, it's because some of you all try to enter like 3 times in a day, which I already said on the video you cannot do. So I would like 1, but not all 3 of them. But anyways, so then I took those names and I put them in an app called Pixter. You can look that up. You can download it to make sure it's right, because I see a lot of YouTubers get backlash for when they do their giveaways and like the person who wins is not, someone is upset with the person that wins because they wanted to win, which I just don't understand, because only one person can win. Like, it's a giveaway, everybody can't win. I'm sorry, but yeah, so I'm just giving y'all all the specs of what I'm doing so you understand. So I want to screen record my screen so that you all can see what I see. Alright, so now we're on my home screen. It should be right here. We're on my home screen, and you see I downloaded some other apps. I tried them all out, and I kind of like this one better because it was like more simple. And with the spin the wheel, I had so many names, it would just be like literally teeny tiny. So I just decided to use this app. So on Pixter, I wrote all of the Instagram names, and then you see there's numbers on side of each name, and that's the amount of times the person that whose name it is entered. So if it has a 3, that means that person entered 3 different days. So all I do is at the top it says pick. I click that button and it's going to randomly generate a name from this list. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, and it'll pick the first prize winner, which is the big prize. And there goes the first prize winner. Your name should be on the screen. You have 48 hours to contact me via DM on Instagram. You should know my Instagram name. Contact me via DM to claim your prize. Now I'm going to pick the second place winner. And there's a second place winner. So you have 48 hours to contact me via DM as well to claim your prize. Thank you all so much for participating. So I was like, what the freak do I do? So I'm like, any updates? Cause we're waiting at the airport. Should we go back home? So he said, you can, yes. And I'll be sending you a new and working well confirmation. I said, okay. If I don't respond when you send it, can you call me? Because I might fall back to sleep. Remember, it was like 5 a.m. He said, yes, I got you. Sorry about this. This why I handle all my flights myself. But with work, I always being on the move, and my baby, sometimes I can't always do them if I'm on the go. But like they always say, can't expect somebody else to do your work like you would, but appreciate your patience. So at this point, I wasn't angry. I was still being calm because I was trusting in him that it was just a little hiccup and he was going to fix it. I said, no problem. I just appreciate you actually getting me another flight. So I hadn't heard from him, so I texted him again and I said, anything, I'm trying to get back ASAP. Because I don't like getting back to DC super late on a Sunday, because keep in mind, I still have to go to work Monday morning. I have to wake up Monday morning. I'm not trying to be sitting in the airport, and I knew I was going to have a layover. I'm not trying to be sitting in the airport forever. So he sent me a screenshot from his brother, I guess. His brother's name was Cray, or C-R-A, or Cruh. I don't know how to say it. So I don't know what they was talking about, but he had texted his brother at 8:36 a.m. and he said, I had her go back from the airport, and now she just waiting because I told her I would get her back today because she said she got work tomorrow and need to be back. He's put, just got released a few hours ago, bro. We had an issue downtown last night. I don't know what he was what he had said at the end, but basically his brother was saying he went to jail. His brother told him that he went to jail and he was having a problem. Like he just got released from jail. That shit sound like you call. First of all, you randomly text him, I had her go back to the thing, like you had already talked to him. But your bro text you and said he just got released from jail. So if he just got released, how did you even have a pre-conversation with him on the phone? Because he was in jail. And if you talked to him on the phone in jail, he wouldn't even tell you that he just got released, because you would have knew he was in jail.
Stupid.
So that shit sound like he just texted the boy, and he called the boy, and he like, hey, I'm about to text you, make some shit up, you know. And this was the dumb ass say back. Don't make no sense at all.
Stupid.
And I should have been knew that. But at the time, I wasn't even thinking like I'm thinking now. And I'm getting mad all over again because he played the fuck out of me. So y'all go run them. Go find that dude and go run his shit up. Period. Gary. I don't even remember his last name. But anyways. So then he texted and said, yeah, he actually just called me. I was wondering why he was taking so long. And that's why your flight didn't go through. Because he wasn't at home to monitor it. He just got bonded out over some BS. But he got all your information and I got you. You're going to be home today for sure. I want y'all to listen to this again. Listen to this again. That's why your flight ain't go through, because he wasn't at home to monitor it. When have you ever booked a flight and had to monitor your flight to make sure that it goes through? What type of Ponzi scheme are y'all running? Because I booked plenty of flights and never have I ever had to watch the flight to make sure it go through the whole time. That sounds stupid.
Stupid.
So I said, LOL, I know you lying. If you're from Louisiana, you know we say I know you lying as like, we don't think that you lying, but we just be like, God, I know you lying. This can't be true. Like that. Well, he got offended because I was saying it. And so he sent a little thinking face and he like, I'm not. But if that's what you want to think, I'm still going to send you a flight just because that's how I do business. Now, if you wait for it or not, that's on you. There's nothing I can do from work. But you work at Delta. Am I the only one confused? Explain. Also, I need to get my eyebrows done like really bad. Okay, anyways. So I said, LOL, it's a saying. It doesn't literally mean I think you lying. Oh, and he said talking about lying. LOL, what's there to lie about? Shut up, asshole, because clearly you're lying. That's why you got offended. So he sent some laughs. He said, I'm in damn near Detroit, girl. I don't know about y'all slang. I'm like, LOL, what? Whatever, shut the fuck up, Gary. I said, LMFAO, you caught a whole attitude. I just looked at the flights though, and most of them for today sold out. Like I told y'all, I looked at the flights and they only had a couple. So then he sent some laughs and said, nah, I didn't. It was funny to me. I don't take too many things serious. Now somebody else for sure would have been mad. Well, he put made, but he meant mad. And yeah, I did too. And I'm hip you gonna get home. Even if, I guess that's a slang word, I don't know. Even if it's a first class. Yeah, first class. Sell me more. Sell me more. Anyways, even if it's a first class, he got you. He always look out when he fuck up like this, because he know it's on him. If it was to he bad business. I don't know what he was trying to say. But the fact that he said he always look out when he fuck up. So he be fucking up a lot. And you gonna keep letting them do the shit. You gonna let them do, of all flights, mine. So I just said, okay, bet. Alright, I didn't hear from him again. So I said, hey, can he get me on that 2 p.m. flight? That was like the next flight, 2 p.m. My flight was supposed to leave in the morning like 5 a.m. I guess. 6 a.m. I think it was 6 a.m. So he say I just sent him the screenshot. If not that one, probably the next one. It's just things off track for him after that. And the fact I can't do shit being stuck in here on the one day I decided to pick up extra time. He gotta go sit down for 3 months for violating probation. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about that. What about my flight? I gotta go sit down and pay all this fucking money because you fucked me over. So for violating his probation, and it wasn't even his fault, but I got you for sure. Appreciate you again for understanding. I don't understand at this point. I don't. So then, remember y'all, these text messages at 9:50. I said, okay, because the next ones aren't until really late, so I was hoping I could get that one. Do you know exactly what is taking so long? Because it's almost 11 o'clock now, and I'm getting worried that I need to just book my own flight. I cannot miss work. Y'all, I was worried about getting back to work because I had already taken off so much that year to go home. So I promised myself that I wasn't going to take off no more because we only had a month left of school, and like they needed me to be at work. Like I was not trying to get fired on my day off. So I'm like, I'm getting worried that I just need to book my own flight. I cannot miss work. When can I expect to hear something back from him? I'm trying to be understanding, but you got to understand where I'm coming from. I've been waiting patiently for almost 4 hours now. That's ridiculous. It literally takes 3 seconds to book a flight. I said, hello, it's 12 o'clock now, because he still had not texted me back. So I said, if your brother is the one booking my flight, can I have his number? Because it don't take this long to book a flight. I fly all the time. He said, no, I actually don't, because I'm not with him. But that's what I'm saying. I'm at work. Every time I text you back, I'm hiding real quick just to do it. But I definitely understand your worry is my worry, because this is business for me. But if you feel like you don't want to wait anymore, you can just go ahead and book your flight, and I owe you a one-way trip to anywhere on me. Bitch, do I look stupid? It's good for however long you want to. Just hit me up when you want to go somewhere or get back. But okay, I'm about to give you his number. I said that plane ticket is $773, and that's the cheapest. I really trusted you, and I've already told several people that I have a flight connect for them. But I didn't know this is how you do business. You haven't even been giving me clear updates, so I'm not understanding what's the holdup. There are only 2 plane tickets for $773, and the rest are $1,000 plus. You got me losing money when I could have just paid for the flight myself originally for almost $300 cheaper. If he don't give me my flight, I don't want a one-way trip. I want my money back. $773. Keep in mind, I already paid $300 for the flight to get there. That was gonna be a round trip. Or $500, however much I paid. Now I gotta come out the pocket $700, and I paid you $285 that I didn't get back. So as you can see, he read my shit, and he said, "Oh, okay." Bitch, I swear to God, you better not never let me catch you. You better not never let me catch you. Oh, okay. You must don't know who I am. I will beat the living. I'm lying. Alright, like, what? Oh, okay. So I said, so will you be refunding me my money? Plus a flight voucher for the money that I just lost? He didn't text back. I text him again at 5:53 p.m. I say, hey, still haven't heard from you for my money. Still never text me back. I text him again the very next day at 6:10 p.m. after I got off of work in school. I said, hello. My message sent green. If you're an iPhone user, you already know that means that I was blocked. So I went on Cash App and I tried to request my money back. He blocked me on Cash App. So then I went on Instagram and I sent him a DM. He blocked me on Instagram. I will pull up the DMs for y'all, but he blocked me, so like I think they're gone. I never checked, but I'm pretty sure they're gone. Alright, so now the next one is Kevin. That's the boy, that's the Sigma. I got in contact with him to let him know that his friend jacked me, because he was the one that put us in contact with the friend. So I got in contact with Kevin to let Kevin know, your fucking friend jacked me. So here's Kevin texting me on May 6th. He said, hey, I apologize about what's going on. Trust me, I understand how you feel. That was legit not a scam. How? How is it not a scam? I just came out of pocket $1,300 when I lost 200 something of it. I paid $500 for a flight to go to Baton Rouge and back. Come on a Friday, leave on a Saturday. I missed my flight because I wanted to stay a couple extra days, so I paid him $285 to get a new flight. He took my money and never got me a flight. Never got me a flight later on that day like he kept promising he was. So I had to end up getting my own flight so I wouldn't miss work. And I still got home late like I knew I was gonna have to do fucking with him and waiting on him. I could have been booked my flight. That flight that I paid for was $775. So I want y'all to do the math. I got $775. I got $285, and then I got $500 something. I don't even remember how much the first flight was. All that together is what I had to come out of pocket that weekend fucking with him. Anyways, it's legit not a scam, especially not with black women. It was a lot of stuff that happened that made the ticket invalid, I guess. I'm not the one that put the ride together, but I'm gonna definitely talk to these niggas about what's going on and why they acting this way. If they don't resolve this, I will, because on my behalf, this was not meant for messing up anything on your part. I understand also that you were waiting patiently for the ride back home, and the flight, because it wasn't a ride, and the person that was to set it up that you were texting was at work. He is more of straightforward, straight to the business aspect of what he do. That's why I was the one answering y'all questions on how to get the flight and stuff. I appreciate you putting your trusting me, and I feel extremely bad that this happened. So I said thank you. I appreciate you trying to work it out and for understanding how I feel. Like, this really just put me in a bind, and I'm trying to graduate and move. I was lying like I was not in a bind, but I wanted my money. So he texts back and he said, "You're welcome." And yeah, I understand. I'm talking to him right now. I said, "Okay, let me know what happens." I text him back at 10 p.m. because he hadn't texted back, and this was at 6 p.m. I said some questions. He said, "I'm sorry, I'm still waiting on a reply from him." I said, "Okay, I mean, are you not believing it's a scam too?" He blocked me on Instagram as well. He said, "If it is, I'll be shocked, because I literally asked him before I went to ask people about it. Like, I wouldn't have my whole ass identity out there if it was a scam, like if I knew. And he sent the money back to you when you asked for it back the first time, so I really don't think it is. He only did that because he don't like to be harassed. I understand why you are though. Don't get me wrong, but like, he just don't like all the extra stuff for real." Harassed? He was literally taking his precious time to reply and telling me you gonna get home, when if it had not been for my family, I would have been stuck in BR with no job. That's what pisses me off the most. Like, why keep lying to me and wasting my time? Like, at this point, he just needs to send me my money back. Tell him that. And then I said, I guess no one else would understand. I put underarms, but I mean understand it, unless they had $285 being held from them for nothing. Now, before I continue, I just need to address this. He said that he just don't like all the extra stuff. He just don't like being harassed. Please tell me, how can someone feel harassed when they holding on to $300 that belongs to you? How can you feel harassed? I feel violated that you would say that. You got 300 of my dollars. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You could be mad all day long, but send me my money back. Period. Send me my money back. I'm gonna have to cut some of this out. My battery dying. Okay, let's hurry up. So he said, okay, for sure, I'm gonna talk to him. He still hasn't replied to me, but I know he not gonna block me or anything like that. He did say he was getting another one set up for you when you went and got the flight though. I said, when did he say that? I told him I don't want another flight. Hell, I'm home now. I just want my money back. They said the first ticket, the money was refunded anyway, so I don't understand why I can't get my money back. So he texted back and said, okay, I'll talk to him. I never text him back because I feel like you bullshitting me. So he said, has he done anything? I said, nope. He said, shaking my head, well, I found out that he fell out with the people I fuck with back home, and apparently he been doing whole shit lately. So I'm gonna come up with that $285 myself for you. I would appreciate it if you gave me time though, because as you can see, he the one that got the money. But from the bottom of my heart, I really do apologize. I said, man, I really appreciate that. You just don't know how much that means to me. I pray God blesses you. And then I texted him, I said, what's Gary's last name? So then he said, it's no problem for real. He said, and I don't know his last name. I'm sorry. How you don't know somebody's last name you grew up with? I know you lying. I said, okay, thanks. He said, you're welcome. And that was the end of it. Like, I never heard from Kevin again after he said you're welcome. I never got my $285 from Kevin, so I guess he's still coming up with it. It's been like almost 2 years now, but I guess he's still coming up with it. So there's that. It's really been only 1 year, but he's still trying to come up with it right now. He ain't got it yet. He's trying to come up with $285 right now. Sweet. Gary took my money. You a bum ass nigga because you needed to scam somebody out of $285. So you a bum because of it. You was hurting for money that bad, but you got all these jobs. You need to quit your job and go find you a different one, sweetie. Cause $285, really? Like, really? Kevin, I thought you was a sweetheart. You somebody at the bottom of your heart, this, that, and the third, but you never gave me my money. So you a liar too. And I feel like you was in on the scheme as well. So Babyface Kev, I remember his Instagram name. It's gonna be on the screen once again. Blow his shit up. Yeah, so basically that's the story time of the time I got scammed. Don't be stupid as me. Just go ahead and spend the coin and book your flights on your own. Don't trust these people. You know, just don't trust these people. Definitely don't do business with nobody named Gary or Rob, because his name on thing changed to Rob now. Don't do no business with him. Do not send money through Cash App. I realize now that I probably could have got my money back, because I see people saying they could get their money back through their bank on Cash App. They say it was fraud. So I should have did that, but I didn't know that you could get money back from Cash App. So yeah, I just lost out now because that was like a year ago. It's too late. But do not send people money through Cash App. Send through PayPal. Unless you like truly just trust the person, you know you're going to get your money back if anything go wrong. Other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because I was going in on this video and I know y'all probably like, she cringed for screaming, but y'all, I got mad all over again. So like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if anything like this has happened to you. Comment what you want to see next, more content on my channel, because I'm trying to come up with stuff, but like I'm drawing a blank. This is probably going to be the last video y'all get for about 2 weeks, because like I'm trying to move and like it's just going to be too much to try to film. I'm going to be in another space, so y'all gonna hear about it on my moving vlog. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I already said that before, and I'll never see you in the next one.